What's good, everybody? It's your boy Fresco. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Been Famous. That's BIN Famous. And on Instagram at Fresco Fame. Dig.
Hey friends, it's Kayla. You can find me on Twitter at vitamin_KAI. My name is Kayla, not Kyla. And you can find me on Instagram at _Killa_KAI.
I spell your name wrong every time.
And it's your boy Flaw700, aka Flaw Claw Van Dam, aka Flaw Cigar. And we are the Podcast Brothers Podcast. Episode 107, you like that?
Episode of Buck 07, man.
107, that's how we give it up.
On all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
Your Apple Podcast, your Google Podcast, your goddamn Spotify.
You
feel me? Stitcher, Spreaker,
influence,
YouTube. You feel me?
Platform.
We have pretty soon on the TV tube. Speaking of existence, you feel me?
Got to do that.
You know?
Yeah, man. We out here.
And once again, this is episode 107. We still climbing up the ladder to success. We can't stop, won't stop. Puffy said that a long time ago. I thought he was whack. Now, that's the thing. Like,
niggas got a movement.
You got to move your shoulders and everything.
Niggas got a movement. You like, hold on. I kind of know what that nigga meant all this time.
Right, you're right. This whole time.
Right, this is what this nigga was talking about. I wasn't doing the shit.
I was just about to say that.
What you mean can't stop?
If you don't got nothing going on,
you can't relate.
Niggas bragging about what they got. Like, this nigga corny. Get out of here. But then you get a little something.
Oh, wait. You're right. That nigga was right. Can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. It's fucked up.
All right, so before we get too deep into the episode, man, we got a special guest in the building. And when Kayla's in the building, Kayla always brings somebody special.
Fucking shuffling. Look like somebody granddad.
Boy, going over and hand me the goddamn I got the goddamn song stuck in my head, man. What's the song with old ass video, that P. Diddy video where they was riding around with them big ass jerseys?
Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, that's it.
Going nowhere. Yo, we are not video recording this episode, but y'all missing it.
That's what's
looking like fucking Dave Chappelle.
Another thing that y'all missed is I was giving out a dope introduction. Y'all just cut me off.
I'm so sorry, but
and every time Kayla comes through, she brings a dope guest, so I'm going to pass it to Killa.
Lord, okay.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm about to cut you off.
Wow.
I just thought about.
This nigga's so
you know what I just thought about? I want to get that camera button. We're like, Killa.
Yes, I need my own.
I need that. I'm gonna find that. But carry on.
That's fire.
I like that.
What the fuck?
But yes, what?
Nothing. Continue, please.
Thank you. So I brought my friend here. I have known her, forever. It feels like since 2009. Fall 2009, East Stroudsburg University campus.
I mean, be correct. I mean,
right.
That's an episode for another day.
It's a whole episode. Okay, we can bring the ESU squad here to talk about that.
Yes,
bring them.
It's not enough of us. I mean, it's
too many of us.
For this room.
Never mind.
Right. But yes, she is a social media manager. She is a public relations person. She builds websites.
Yes.
Karima, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yes. Well, I am Karima Williams. I also known as Ream the Dream. You can follow me on Instagram at _Ream the Dream, on Twitter at _Ream the Dream. Also at Dreamworth PR, because that's my business. I do marketing. Like Kayla said, I would do marketing. I do PR. My business is called Dreamworth Public Relations, where I help small businesses and entrepreneurs take their dreams beyond a pillow.
Oh, you come to the right place.
I worked on it. You know?
You worked on that before you got here?
No, that's what it's called. It's called Dreamworth.
I got you.
It actually came from my Instagram name. One of my friends pointed out, she was like, "You really made your business after you." I'm like, "Yeah, girl."
Hey, that's lit.
Dreamworth. I mean, your dreams are worth
you in the right building.
You sound so professional.
Your dreams are worth taking them beyond
the pillow. Hey, now. When you do your elevator, you got 30 seconds.
I can't reach you. We gonna do that like that. Okay, that's how we gonna do it. We did that.
fire.
Catch it. Throw it. Catch
Say that
it.
one more time, more fluently for the people who might have not heard it.
I am Karima Williams, and I am the CEO of Dreamworth Public Relations, where I work with small businesses and entrepreneurs and help them take their dreams beyond the pillow. And you snap for the kid. There we go. Snaps on them.
I like the energy in this building.
Before we go too far, normally in the beginning of the episode, we do the raffle for the winner of the t-shirt. We're still going to do it, but just not on air because I was running behind. Forgot to write down some names. So we're going to shake, rattle, and roll that thing a little bit later. But don't worry, I'll make the announcement in the podcast.
Don't hurt us. You'll get your chance to lose because some of you probably will. So
Well,
you get your chance to lose.
You got to love the competitive nature, though.
I love it. I do, actually. It's very... I've come to find out if some people don't win, it can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? For some people, thank God she won. But it's a lot of fun. I like it. I love it.
So what we do normally, we start the episode off with our week, and I think it's fitting that me and Kayla go first.
Tidal is a different kind of music streaming app that fosters the relationship between artists and fans and values diversity in music. As a part of their 4th annual benefit concert, Tidal X Brooklyn, they are supporting criminal justice reform. All net proceeds help support charity organizations such as the Equal Justice Initiative, Reform, the Innocence Project, and Cut 50.
1 in every 15 African American males is incarcerated, compared to just 1 in every 106 white men. That means 1 in 3 African American males can expect to go to prison in their lifetime.
Past concerts have featured artists like Stevie Wonder, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, and Jennifer Lopez.
There will be a free live stream of the entire show October 23rd. You can find out more, donate to the cause, and tune in at Tidal.com/Brooklyn.
Download your music and take it with you, as Tidal is available on all your devices. Listen anywhere and at any time, even without Wi-Fi or LTE.
Hello.
Because
Tell us about ATL, dog.
shout out to ATL PodConnection, because that's where we was at, Keely. You
That
want to
joint
talk
was
about
rocking.
it? Tell them about it.
It was fun. I like Atlanta in general. That was my second time going to Atlanta. A PodConnection was fun. It was really nice to meet people who you've been like following on social media for a while. It's like, oh snap, you're here in person. Like, fuck our phones right now. Like, you're here. I can touch you and give you a hug. So that was really nice. And of course, meeting like new podcasters that like I never, heard of. It was really fun. It was very relaxing, very fun. I got to hang out with one of my friends from college. Shout out to Lise. She's the one that worked at Milk and Honey.
Shout out to Milk and Honey.
That food was
biscuit.
That motherfucking biscuit.
That
looked like it was so good.
biscuit.
Yes, that shrimp and grits. Oh, A1.
Listen.
So shout out to Lise. And then I also randomly ran into 2 friends from high school. We were me and Lise were walking down the street to the car, and we were just talking, busting up with some guy. And then his friend looked up, and I was like, oh shit, Kurt. I literally haven't seen him since like 8th grade.
Y'all was making y'all way downtown?
Walking fast.
Faces fast, and
We
we're
were dead
on.
ass. We were dead ass because it was dark.
Gosh.
But so that was really cool to like run into a couple folks I haven't seen since high school. So yeah, Atlanta was fun. How did you enjoy Atlanta?
Atlanta was great, man.
Did y'all listen to Ludacris?
No.
No,
but
not Luda. What's his name? Album just came out. T.I.
I thought it was really gonna be popular.
Quavo album just came out too, didn't
That
it?
came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
Where's
so that wasn't
Quavo
out there,
from?
my
Where's
fault.
Quavo from?
Atlanta.
From Atlanta? I don't know where them niggas
They
from.
all from Atlanta. They all from North Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
North Atlanta.
But
But,
yeah, anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, definitely going down there was dope. The Airbnb was fire.
Shout out to Jade in Hollywood, because that house, I'm mad that I don't live there.
Right, the
'Cause
house.
we was like, we could live just like this, like
Right.
be roommates.
I text
type
Kayla
time.
when to check to see if they landed, and she was like, "This Airbnb is amazing."
Facts.
Beautiful. It
We,
was on some MTV Cribs type, like Bad Girls Club house. Like, where's my room? Like,
Everybody had their own room.
Yeah.
It was like 3 bathrooms in there, jacuzzi.
Dang.
right.
So it was like when you go to Atlanta, and I don't
So
know.
y'all was really living y'all real housewives of
living my best
Atlanta.
life.
we were.
When they
Dead
take
at
them on
driveways.
trips, when they take y'all on trips, and you're like, all right, this is your house for the
Didn't I say that? That
vacation.
we actually could have had a reality TV show
We
in
could
that
have.
house.
Y'all ain't still nothing.
No.
Nah.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah. 3 baths, and I'm not saying that house specific, but the houses that look like that run about 130, 140, they said. Up here, that house would have been $500,000.
Easily.
So just looking at that house, and you take this up north money, mix it with that down south property, my God.
Yeah, that house was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like,
Saturday.
Who you was talking to about property out there?
All of them.
Anybody.
Yeah.
We was in mad Ubers.
I get had the knowledge.
And they was talking about, they were dropping
sidewalks.
Yeah.
What's that?
East Coast niggas be like,
nah, nigga, don't.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck she talking about. I know what she talking about.
Them niggas asking me, yo, you
said sidewalks. You
I don't know
said,
what
what's
that
that?
I don't know what that is.
you know what a sidewalk is?
I know what a sidewalk. I walk on the sidewalk. I don't know what a
Do they have them down there?
Oh, they got sidewalks. I thought that was something different. You gonna do me like that? I thought that was slang, nigga.
For what?
For what?
But
I'm like, cause you're down south.
but-
Like, it's,
Nah,
But she's right.
You not
Some
about
parts-
to change it that quick.
some parts of down south don't have sidewalks. We actually have
you
sidewalks.
really
Has
walking in the
sidewalks.
road. Like, you
Nah.
really
Not the
walking
part that we
miles.
was in.
Okay,
We was in a
I'm
nice
gonna
part.
say.
But I was going to say,
was in Midtown.
and y'all might get this, it might not, but they was like, you coming to the kickback? I said, what the hell is a kickback?
Oh, you're
Did you
old.
see?
Talking about some what's a kickback.
I ain't know what a kickback
Nigga
was.
don't know what a sidewalk is. Nigga don't know what a kickback is.
So
First
what do
time
you
hearing.
call after a barbecue? Like, what do you call a late night
After
barbecue?
the party.
A late night barbecue.
Late
You sound like Pops from a house party.
But
Old ass
so yeah, Saturday they had their live shows. Saturday they had their live shows, which was fire, and I was actually a fan of CMU Radio. Man, it's one of my favorite podcasts.
Shout
man.
out to CMU Radio.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole CMU crew. And I was like, they are who they are, like in person. The voice, them.
It's so cool to
It's
see
facts.
them.
It was them.
Like,
And then it was fire seeing so many people who knew who I was. I had business cards, left them at the Airbnb. I didn't wear my T-shirt, the Podcast Brothers, but when they see me, you are the Podcast Brother. I'm like, you know me?
That's
Yeah.
lit.
So it was fire.
yes,
That's amazing.
I am. And also, he was promoting y'all heavy because remember we got on the van from the.
I passed him a business card.
Yeah.
So when I had my business card, I made sure I flicked them things out like Gambit. Like,
So shout out to the
Ooh,
van
I like
driver
that.
for BWI.
Yeah, you get a card.
Hopefully you're listening to this episode. Shout out to you because he was cool.
So-
Nice.
share one I meet.
so we had a great time. Kickbacks,
Oops.
alcohol,
Yes.
Southern
Henny.
food,
Y'all had me drinking Henny.
Henny. We
I survived.
Yeah.
Henny's in the system.
And it was no disrespect to nobody else, but it was just 100% black. That's all it was just black people in the last night we was there Saturday night at the kickback.
Oh, all black.
All black with a cup.
No fights.
Shout out to Social Complex.
No
Yes.
fights.
Correct.
It was
Fights.
no
Yes.
fights.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
It's just, low key was almost one because Paco was.
I was
talking
thinking that, but I didn't want to
crazy.
say that.
Paco fight me.
That's
Whatever.
Shout out to Paco.
No, he was
That's a
wild
beautiful
enough.
thing when black people, not niggas, but black people.
Black
can come
people.
That's is a difference.
And we were all positive creatives. Like everybody in that house has something going on.
Who do we have to thank for? Who's responsible for putting this awesome
Empress
event together?
Nick.
Shout out to Empress
Shout 'em
Nick.
out. Shout out to
Shout out to Empress Nick and Jaden Hollywood.
Shout out to
Yes.
It's
Jaden
Empress
Hollywood,
Nick
man.
and Jaden Hollywood held it down. So it's like the double-headed monster with
Round
that.
of applause, man. Go and give him one.
Let me give him that.
Go and give him
Find
one.
it, play
Yeah,
it.
gotta find it. You gotta find it.
Play it. So, yeah.
It always
Shout out
stuff
to-
like
shout
that
out
in
to
the
Empress
middle.
Nick and Jaden Hollywood.
So yeah, we did that. We came back.
Sorry, I can't make it.
We came back Sunday, and
I
then
was sick because last minute I found out that I had off Monday, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I would have stayed an extra day.
did you see the video of?
For brunch, y'all
see the
was
brunch
lit
video?
at brunch. My dad was watching that shit. He was like, "What the fuck are they doing right now?" He was like, "Why?"
And
did
you here?
Right? And he talking to me like, "Damn, Kayla, why didn't you say?"
I'd have been mad as
Yeah.
fuck. How
Why are you even? How do you even know about this? Who are you following?
Hold on. I feel like that was a mistake on your part, some irresponsibility for not knowing that you had off the Monday that you're going to Atlanta that weekend.
No, but
I
I,
feel like
just
you
started.
fucked that up.
No, I started a new job,
I don't
so
give a
I
fuck.
didn't know. And
What you mean?
it's Columbus Day. Who gets off for Columbus Day?
Everybody, obviously.
I don't.
No, that's
Right.
not.
No,
That's
y'all
not.
not.
That's not true because I definitely
Did you work on Monday?
Had to work.
Listen. Just
yeah.
for the sake of my conversation, I'm gonna need you two
Right.
to. I'm here. I'm zoned here.
Listen
Tunnel
here.
vision.
Just because you're on the school system's calendar, some people we don't get days off like
I mean,
that.
I'm not saying Christopher Columbus was my nigga, but if I get off based on this falsehood,
Shout out to Christopher
I'm not
Columbus.
going to go to work.
Yeah, but actually with my job, because we work primarily with the LGBTQ community, they don't observe it as Christopher Columbus Day. They observe it as Coming Out Day. So I was like, look, however y'all
it
observe it,
definitely
amen.
was Coming Out Day.
Either way, I ain't got to work.
Amanda Steinberg honored that day too.
Oh.
She did a post on it. I didn't know that. Yeah,
I never heard about it until my job. So I was like, okay, that's cool.
So that was our Friday and Saturday in Fresco. You want to finish us off with what happened that Sunday when we returned back?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not Fresco.
You don't remember?
Do you? Yeah. You look a little stuck. You all right? Yo, you high.
You don't remember?
They got honored at a damn shout out. I don't even know who curated that event, but shout out to whoever curated that event. The Podcast Brothers were honored.
Yes.
Do you know?
Go ahead. Clap it up.
Let's clap it up. God damn.
I was just being an
You're
asshole.
modest right now.
I was being an asshole.
You're honored.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Quay and shout out to Keisha. They put together what was called the Network and Chill event.
Oh, I like that.
And they invited a lot of vendors and they had people, local entrepreneurs and people, you know what I'm saying, really doing their thing. Put them all in one area for local talent to recognize local talent instead of celebrities and shit and people that don't really give a shit about us or whatever.
That's lit.
So they had a portion of the evening where they were honoring specific individuals for consistency and different type of achievements and stuff like that. And we were one of the groups that they offered an award to. So they gave us an award for ranking for hitting the 17th out of 200 in the comedy section with podcasts and the Apple Podcasts.
Yay!
So
clap.
yeah, that was good luck.
Black
that's
man.
a clap.
So yeah, so it was dope, man. Everybody was showing it was mad love. When I went up to accept the certificate that they honored us with, you know, that she asked if anybody had questions about podcasts. A couple of people raised their hand, and I spoke with a couple people afterwards in regards to, you know what I'm saying, how we go about our show and what ideas to give them in regards to a show that they would want to start and stuff like that. So it was mad dope.
That's
man.
fire.
That's cool.
My man Bub was there too. Bub got
Shout out
honored.
to Bub
Shout
Love,
out to Bub
man.
Love. His new album just dropped. Love is Free.
Fire album.
Go get that.
That's lit.
That's cool. I was thinking about that because I've been wanting to go to more like networking events. But in Philly, I don't know if it's like this anywhere else, but I feel like in Philly, a lot of networking events are always centered around alcohol. And it's like, I don't want to turn up if I'm supposed to be networking. Okay, I might have a drink, but it's like drink specials, happy hour, blah, blah, blah.
I hear you, but alcohol might be the
gauging point
for people to actually talk to each other. Because you might have a whole bunch of people there who might not want to speak to each other, but as soon as the alcohol starts flowing, hey, cousin.
But that's dumb.
What you got going on?
I don't like that, though. Why not be under the influence to network?
But before we go too far ahead, can we get into how was your week?
Yes.
My week was good. Surprisingly, I have 3 websites that I'm working on.
One of mine's included.
One of. Actually, I finished Kayla's. I've been working on that app, and it still looks good.
I want you to look at mine so you can see how trash it is, and you can tell me what you can do with it.
Okay.
My website's good.
I got you. But yeah, I'm working on 3 websites right now. I just finished up Kayla's, wrapped up Kayla's yesterday. So I have 2 more that I'm finishing and trying to finish out within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I spend my week just working 9 to 5 and solopreneur on the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
My week was fine. I'm enjoying my new job. This was my second full week at my new job, and I'm really enjoying it. Trying not to get addicted to coffee. I'm working on it.
Just let it go. Just flow.
Listen, it's pumpkin spice season, girl.
Yeah, just
you embrace it.
Just roll with it.
You came in the wrong season. If you wanted to not get addicted, you should have waited.
Started in July.
You should have started in June. You should have started.
Especially with this weather.
Iced coffee.
I love iced coffee. That's what I've been drinking. Iced coffee and iced lattes. On Tuesday we celebrated LaShandra's being 1 year being cancer free.
Congratulations.
We went to dinner.
They get a real life clap in real life.
Shout out to Cherry from the Officially Street podcast. That's one of my besties. Yes, celebrated that 1 year, so that was beautiful. We all wore burgundy for Cherry. Yeah, still writing. Oh, if you're not registered, I don't know what the deadlines were for being registered to vote. If you're into the whole voting thing, make sure you're registered to vote. Voting is November 6th. Don't quote me because I'm not a politician. I'm not in politics.
The 4th.
Oops.
I thought voting day was the 4th.
Maybe it depends on where you live. I don't know.
I'm about to say
I
don't
quote me because I don't do politics. But
right.
regardless, make sure you're registered to vote in your respective state and make sure you go vote if that's what you believe in. And that was my week.
Remember when Obama first came out? And it was when it was Obama's first time running for president, and Diddy was all rock the vote.
Like, where's that now?
Where's the rock the vote? He was on. I remember he was running. He was on the treadmill on MTV running
vote or die.
Vote or die.
Yeah, that shit is real.
I'll be honest with you.
I gotta die if I don't vote.
You want to know what I heard? You want to know what I heard? And this is just what I heard through my ears to the streets. But shout out to Obama. I do always.
Okay.
Shout out to Obama, but a lot of people, and we're seeing Kanye West act out, but a lot of people think that Obama didn't do what they thought he was going to do.
Well, my thing is a lot of people expected Obama to be like the champion for black people. It's like, no, he's the president of the United States, not the representative for all African Americans.
Yeah.
So people wanted him to I don't know, get us out the hood and give us money and put all white people in a box and ship us back to Europe. But it's no, that's not his job.
Obama's president. We get 3 acres and a mule now.
I mean, I would still like that, though.
I mean, that would have been nice.
Still like that.
But that definitely, because I'm educated and I have common sense, that definitely wasn't my expectations.
But I just think that what Diddy was doing, it takes a lot of energy. And it's just I'm going to do it again for what? And then probably the candidates weren't for him. We got to look at that, too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Since Obama? Hell no.
Who's the two evils? People nobody really liked Hillary or 45.
Niggas was voting for Shrek and shit. Really, y'all?
Oh my
These
God.
nuts.
Yeah.
Right.
What was the Harambe?
The gorilla.
Yes.
The gorilla.
Wildin'.
Basically, we ain't no politicians, but we telling you go out there and vote, man.
I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. I voted for the gorilla.
You know what? Trash. You voted for the gorilla. Oh, God. Trash. Where's the trash button? Oh, God.
So let's get into this week's episode.
Wait, how was your weeks?
I got locked up.
Man.
But
I didn't know you was going to actually say that on the show.
I did. And I was sitting here thinking, maybe I should say that for... Maybe I should...
But they let him out.
Maybe I should say that for a bonus episode, because it might be a story. Yes, your boy got sicked up. I'm here, though.
But you here.
I'm here, and
They threw my mans in the can, B.
Yeah, man. I was...
Shit was fucked
I was
up,
never
man.
eating those bologna and cheese sandwiches. It wasn't happening.
Right.
But we're going to say that for
Not
a
on my
bonus
watch.
episode. Fuck that oatmeal.
No mayo.
It's not happening.
Well, shout out to you for opening up and saying that, because I damn sure didn't think you was going to. That's what you said. I was like...
Well, I wasn't. I was about to get into the episode, and then you said, how was my week? I could have lied and said it was good.
You could have said it was chilling.
Shh.
And then you didn't say
Then
how
I'd be
your week
lying.
was.
He went before me. What the fuck?
But then if we had went to him, we would have skipped over
Listen,
your ass.
none of this is my fault. Okay? I didn't force that man to admit what the fuck happened to him during his week. I had nothing to do
I
with
did
it.
not have relations with that conversation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm out. Nah, fuck.
Well, how was your week, Fresco?
I never really had much of a week, man. My week was regular work, daddy stuff.
Same old, man. I would have said the same thing if I didn't get...
I'm just plugging pieces
I'm sorry
together, man.
if that was triggering. That was a triggering question.
I'm at a point in my life where I actually see my future. I actually clearly see that path. And right now, I'm at a point in my life, I'm just connecting the dots.
As you should.
I'm just connecting the dots. And I'm actually actively connecting the dots. You know how niggas say, you know what? I should be like... You know, well, it's like, nah, I'm actually making those phone calls. I'm sending those emails. I'm knocking on those doors.
Isn't that dope, though? It's like you can now see something. And you understand that the mistakes made early in life is because you didn't, I didn't see.
And I also feel like I got the right people around me.
I was supposed to be the background music while y'all did that job.
I'm like, wait. I was thinking, how long is she going to keep going? That's what I was thinking. But anyway, and I feel like I got the right people around me. I don't feel awkward. You know what I'm saying? In none of the settings that I find myself in. I find myself always comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and getting positive feedback from people, you know what I'm saying, who matter. So shit is looking the fuck up. You feel me?
All right.
Just in time for the last quarter of the year.
Fourth quarter. What movie is that? Fourth quarter.
I'm sorry.
Let's get this episode started. It's crazy. This episode didn't even start yet.
Oh
we ain't even start cooking.
Right.
So, topic came to mind, and I thought this would be real interesting to speak on, especially with two women in the building. Should you tell your significant other where you're going? So let's talk about this. I guess I can go first. I'm going to go, I guess I'm going to take the easy route, but I'm also going to explain some situations, and it could be depending on the situation of your relationship, you know?
See, he started though.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's like the third week in a row we sung Usher.
His album is out too, and that joint is popping.
I think it's dope.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I have to give it a 6 because there's a couple songs I didn't like. But the
ones that I do.
Hold on now. Peace sign? I thought it was like a deuces, like chucking up deuces. Mm-hmm. That completely threw me.
I don't know the titles of them, but it's like the last
it's
two
like
before
the
you get to the last
song.
one. Okay. I like 7 and 6. But let's get back to the situation at hand.
Sorry.
I think that.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
I think that.
I ain't listen to it.
I think that when it comes to, you know, just leaving the house, I would definitely like that freedom. But I think that that's earned, right? You can't just be somebody who's known for doing something, or, you know, you have characteristics of something and you just want to dip. And that don't mean that you dipping in something else. You could just be, you know, dipping to go in the streets or do something you got no business doing. And somebody just might be worried about you. How I would like it to be, I would like to just come and go as I please. Now, of course, I know that means I got to play a part. All I got to listen, I'll be back. I really don't want to be like, explain to you where I'm going, because in that sense, that's me. It's kind of like you not trusting me, kind of. And I really don't like explaining. I don't like explaining myself. I'll be honest with you. I don't like explaining myself.
But what time are you going?
Doesn't matter.
If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll be back.
The thing is,
but I'm good to you.
But the thing is, though,
but I'm good to you.
In times like these, and the crazy thing is, even though it's not, it's still happening. Even though it's not surfacing on our mainstream news stations, but for black men, we as black women, and if you're my significant other, I'm gonna be worried, because just like a couple weeks ago, Jackie Hill Perry, I'm not sure if y'all follow her. She's married. She's like a motivational speaker. She has a book out too. She's an author, and she's married. But her guy, I guess like her husband, he went out and he got pulled over by a cop. And in situations like that, for y'all be a black man, y'all be like, yeah, I'm out, I'll be back later. Like, you never know. Like, I might be worried about you. What if you don't come home because you get pulled over by a cop and cops still tripping? Like,
I feel like it's a process. I want to be able to make my moves when I want to make my moves. But if you ask, I'll tell you. I feel like it's a process every time. If you just sitting on the couch and you just watching TV, and then you just, hey, I'll be back. Like, where you going? I go grab a cheesesteak and shit from Benny's. You know, I like them motherfucking joints. All right, cool.
Benny's, that's some Jersey shit.
I just made that shit up.
I was thinking he just made that up. He just made it up.
I'm sorry.
Come on, bro. So anyway, but you know what I'm saying? If the relationship is smooth and there hasn't been any of those type of issues, then yeah, there wouldn't be a reason for her to raise an eyebrow. But if you a nigga that's known to be like, yo, I'll be back, and you say you going to the store and you've been going for 2 hours, and she catch your car and parked in front of the bitch crib.
The issue is when you leave the crib with my car for 6 hours.
Oh, so we ain't doing that. I got my own See, I've never done that.
Well, you don't check in. Bump. That's the issue. It's fine. All right, I'll be back.
But either scenario, it's the same deal. It's the same deal. Either scenario, like it's a process. Like, it's trust that can be earned, and it's some shit that can be taken back if you do some shit that causes it to be fucked up. Niggas do shady shit, and you don't expect shorty the next time when you be like, I'll be back, she should be like, okay? Like, nah, because I know I ain't gonna be. Bitch,
did you go yet?
Excuse me.
Did you go yet?
You ain't hear me?
I heard you. I was saying Kayla went fried.
Yeah, I was, you know.
I feel like on Karima, like, I don't need to necessarily know where you're going, who you're going to be with, that type.
Yo, wildin'.
Kayla said it, I didn't. I'm just sitting here. What do you mean?
Sorry, Karima. I feel like with me, it's not on no like necessarily trying to clock you, like, where are you at? Send me your location. You know, who you gonna be with? But just, I don't have a problem with I'm going out. Okay, cool. Be careful. And my main thing, like, it's just, especially living in Philly, is on some be careful, be safe. And I appreciate checking in, but usually when it's checking in with somebody, it's on some like, how you doing? Are you good? Are you having fun? Okay, bye. Because I know when I'm out with my friends, I don't want you texting me every 10 minutes. You okay? You having fun? Who's there? Take a picture. FaceTime me. That's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But
you have to do all that, man. You can go
You
on
don't
somewhere.
trust me, and that shit is annoying and it's weird.
You can go on somewhere with that, but yeah, I'm 100% cool with that. I'm okay with that conversation. It's no problem to me. Because if you want to ask, that's no problem. If you cool, if after some time go past and you see the habits of the same places that I tend to go, and they ain't gonna go to a new place every time he just say I'll be back. It's pretty much gonna be some type of routine.
Yeah.
It's a bar down on the corner and they could like to go watch the game at or some shit and grab a drink. Whereas that'll become a routine. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I know where that nigga going. All right,
it's just
whatever,
like, all right,
nigga.
where you going?
You
Okay.
might even want the nigga to go.
Yeah.
And my
like,
thing
please
is-
go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
my
it's a thin line between clingy and
Secure.
Right, that's what
Yeah,
I was
and,
getting
like,
at. Because
space.
if it gets to the point
Right.
where you're asking because you don't trust him, why be in that situation? I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Like that's, I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Fuck y'all. Bless me.
But
I gotta sneeze. Wait,
sneezed.
bless
He
me.
said, I gotta sneeze after he sneezed. Like,
I gotta bless me. I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Everybody keep
Funny
going with
as
it,
hell.
just in case nobody says it. I understand.
I guess it's that toxic environment that I want to avoid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't trust me and if you really got to check on me like that, then maybe this ain't the relationship for us.
It's not. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So there's levels
At least I
to
don't.
checking in. I'm leaving. I'll be right back. Out of respect.
Yeah.
Let's put that on the
Yeah.
table. It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
Because as men, just like you just broke it down, when we step out, we not thinking about what you mentioned. But as
Yeah.
women, as you know,
It's a concern.
it's
what
a
you
concern.
mention? What you mean?
You gotta make sure you come
Well,
home.
she said the cops. Now I'm thinking I'm about to step out. We have a good time.
But you
Yeah.
never know.
We not really
you get
thinking
pulled
about-
over your back light.
I
I
thought
told
you
you
meant
last
something
week to get your light fixed. I told you to get your light fixed. You ain't get your light fixed. Cop pull you
They
over.
got
Then
them
what?
riding around with no license, knowing he ain't supposed to be out
Right.
there.
That's what they
Right.
thinking. We just like, I ain't gonna get
I'm about to
caught.
go out with my niggas. We about to do
You know
about to
your
go.
you know your left brake light out. It's cool. It's
Here
cool.
come fucking
It's cool.
Officer
Here come-
Ricky
right.
raining on everybody's parade.
Officer Dan. Lieutenant Dan. Do you want some ice cream?
Dan Patel. Ergen Slinger Donger. Whatever long.
So I guess as the closing statements is more than likely, if it's out of respect, it's a go.
Yeah.
If it's anything more than, but if it's on some toxic, I don't trust him or her.
Where you at?
Where you at? Type of
Who'd you
vibe.
be
I
with?
feel like after a while you have
you don't
a
need to be
general-
there.
Like I said, a motherfucker ain't gonna pick up and go to a new. I'll be back to a new spot every fucking time. That's strange activity. Most likely you're gonna develop some type of routine and habit. You're gonna start going to the same places. Then I'm not even gonna ask you, or depending on what day, what time it is, I already know where you at.
I feel like typically if there's a thing of trust, like you volunteer that information anyway. Like I don't have to ask. Like, all right, I'm stepping
natural
out. I'm
thing.
going to such and such. Okay, cool. Bye.
Right. Or
Right.
for somebody
And
like
that's
Jarrell, for
natural.
example, he might want to go to the gym every day after he get off work. Why would his girl call him every day after work and ask him where he at?
Right. You should know
I'm at the
he at the
fucking
gym.
gym.
You know.
We never know. I might have stopped for coffee first.
Yeah,
I might
but
have stopped to get an oil change first.
if it's Tuesday, just know more than likely he's at the gym.
Right.
I would definitely like that type of vibe. Like try to know where
Try
I'm
to
at.
know my
I don't have to
routine.
tell you 7 days a week where I'm going. You should know something.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know,
then you gotta put on the table,
certain
look, when
days
you-
the game is on. Don't FaceTime. What are you
Like,
doing?
listen, goddammit,
I'm,
you
I'm
call
at
me
Monday.
every
I'm
day.
watching the game. You know
It's
what's
been
game
47
You knew that. That's
straight
why you
days, and you
FaceTime.
call me every day I get
What
out of
you
work,
doing?
ask me what I'm doing. And every goddamn day I tell you I'm pumping iron. Why you keep asking me this shit? Like,
So-
I'm mad as hell.
Might be doing cardio instead.
Oh God, I'm dumping you.
So you like somebody, y'all cool, y'all friends, y'all doing the damn thing, but they're in a relationship. And you on IG, you liking the pics, they look happy. And then they hit you about the blue. I need $40. Can you cash at me real quick?
Wait, when you say you like this person, like, what do you mean?
You would take them down if had the opportunity. Y'all cool though. Y'all cool though. Y'all haven't had anything, but y'all cool. But you looking at their relationship like, okay, cool.
But you like them.
You don't like none of your friends at all? Like,
I mean,
you wouldn't
not-
take down none of them, but you cool with them, and you haven't done it yet? There's none that you look at. None?
Stop
okay.
doing your net
All
like
right.
that.
All
She's
right.
doing her net like the Michael
All right.
Jackson meme with the
All right.
times coming.
So let's take that part out of it, then. You got a friend. Y'all just
like-
cool. Y'all just cool.
Platonic.
But you see that they're happy in a relationship per social media.
But they're attractive.
They are attractive. So
I'm not
how about
attracted
that?
to them.
Okay.
They are attractive and they look happy, and you get a DM. Let me get 40. Cash at me
How
real
close
quick.
is this friend?
Y'all cool.
How cool?
You've hung out a few times, but nothing's never happened. And since the relationship,
That's the
y'all
homie.
friendship has kind of like went down because they're focusing on their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I need $40 real quick.
For what?
Are you on
Right.
some ask your man, ask your girl, or are you just giving it to him?
Right.
If this is my friends and I got it, I'm gonna give it. This is my friend. I'm gonna give it. That's my little Christian moment right there. You know, helping the needy.
And
I'm
not-
gonna get it back.
And not one
Tenfold,
time, and not
amen.
one thought in your head is going
I'm not asking for anything. There's nothing. Oh, you gonna give me something back in return?
no. I wasn't saying
like
that.
I'm about to say.
What I was saying was, there's no thought in your head to say, go ask your girl, or where's your girl, or
Yeah.
a little bit.
It is a thought. It is
Okay,
a thought.
okay.
But you know what? It's like, all right. If this person's not the type of person to always like ask,
Right.
and it's like, you know, like if you're coming to me, it's obviously like you really need it, and
Yeah.
we're close friends. Like you obviously need it. Like
Right.
I don't get people often asking me like, "Reem, let me get a couple of dollars," unless I'm really close to them and they're like, "Yo, I really need like the 40." I'm like, all right, cool. I might ask like, "What you need it for?" Like, what you. Or like, I'm not going to ask, like, I might think it. I might
Right.
tell somebody else, like, you know, this person asked me for $40. Why he asked a little girlfriend?
See?
Right,
Uh-huh.
a little girlfriend. But I ain't going to say it to him.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna think that and may tell that to somebody else. This fool asked me, but I'm going to get it back.
This fool. It definitely depends on the person. Because some things just be like, ask your girlfriend.
Some
But
niggas, some
But it's
niggas
like,
and
if
everybody
they had the
DM
option
asking
to
for
ask her, they
$40.
would have
Exactly.
asked her. They would have asked her.
Some niggas and everybody DM asking for $40.
Yeah. But in general, if that was like a real friend, I feel like friends, like we ask each other for stuff like all the time. So just because you're in a relationship, that doesn't necessarily change that.
Well, just because he's
And,
a
like,
male. Because if it was a girl, then what? You would have been like, oh, yeah, girl, here. But because
Yeah.
it's a male.
To me, it's like you must really need it. Because
Yeah.
I've had like one or two friends where it's like it was never that type time. Like recently, they asked to borrow money, and I'm like, shit, you must really need it for you. And they came to me on some, look, I'm embarrassed that I'm in a situation, but I really need to borrow such and such. And like they told me again, being forthcoming, I need it for such and such. I could pay you back on this date, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I got you,
Yeah, you gotta come to me with a plan.
bitch.
man.
Better have my money though.
I needed some type of
If the shoes was reversed, my friend, he's in a relationship, and let's say God forbid, my car get like stuck somewhere, and I need $40 to tow or something. Fool, you better. I'm your friend.
I'm your friend. I knew
Right.
you before her.
Exactly.
I will pull that card. I will pull. Listen here. She got an attitude, so she can get in the car too and come.
She don't
We
even,
can
she don't
make
even
this a
know
trip.
you like that.
Tell her, listen.
Well, come get to know me, sis. My name's Kayla.
Yes.
No, I'm
Listen
saying
here.
she don't know him like that. Like, I'm your best friend. I've known you forever.
Oh,
Listen
right,
here.
exactly.
I know
that
your
too.
mom. I'll call your mom and tell her to tell you to bring your tail out here to come get me.
Yes. Yes, mom.
It definitely depends on who it is. It depends on who it is more than what it's for. To me,
Word.
you know what I'm
Ditto.
saying.
Right.
If I don't fuck with you, it depends on. I need to know what for.
But then that's not really your friend if you don't fuck with him like that.
Yeah,
So
niggas who ain't friends ask for shit that they ain't fucking.
they should be asking
You
for
know what
it.
I'm saying? All the fucking time. So,
Like,
but
dog,
if I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, and you actually come to me, if you come to me, I'm already looking at it from a perspective like you're in a tight spot off the rip. You actually came out your mouth and
Right.
asked if you can borrow some bread. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna analyze the situation. I'm like, all right, I got you. If I got it, I got you. If not, holler at
pray
me.
for
I listen. If you can hold on till such and such day or whatever, you know what I'm saying. I see what I can do for you then. But you know, we'll play
Let me
like
add
that.
some pumpkin spice to this. Some pumpkin spice. You going through something in life, right? And I'm only using social media because that's the big thing, right? And you post one of them posts where you're not talking about nobody, but you are, type of thing. Somebody inbox you, right? You never met them before, and they giving you these words, and you like, yo, thank you, I needed this, and y'all become good social media friends where y'all just talk, haven't met. You see they're in a relationship, but he's in your DM, she's in your DM, but y'all not on no disrespectful level. And then he pop up with, let me get that 40, shorty.
What?
Let me get what?
That
How?
40, shorty. Not like that, but yeah.
What is that photo? I'm like, photo of.
Oh, see?
Of what?
Get your mind out the gutter. Mine's in the gutter.
I'm like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, so I guess a nice guy. I don't know what's up with that, Mike.
That's a no.
But so y'all never met.
Mike said, "Boo."
Y'all never met, and y'all cool because she has given you kind words, and it's like I need to talk to this person every day, and then out of the blue, let me get 40.
That's a no for me, dog.
That's a no.
That's a hell no.
Even though they've done something for you technically, watch that.
I ain't asked for that.
Yeah.
I ain't asked for that.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to message me and give me encouraging words. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That was probably in the back of your mind the whole time.
You feel me? You out here conning, nigga.
Well, I just sold some. I mean, it's a business.
Yeah, exactly. That's a no for me, dog.
Now, it's only a business when you promote your product up front for the money. You can't.
Well, it's a hustle.
Right, thanks for
It's a
asking
hustle.
me
Yeah,
back.
it's a hustle. Right, exactly.
Like, what
Thank
am
you for
I? What
adding
am
me.
I investing in?
And cash at me, like, bitch, no. Don't hop in my DM. I followed you because your titties is out, not because I want to give you money. That's it.
I got what I wanted for free.
As soon as you hit the follow button, they ain't your DM. Cash at me now for hot fun with this fucking shiesty ass link.
Now you know what they do.
No,
Leave me alone.
Now you know what they do.
Actually, your money had went to Flat Tummy Tea on Instagram. She actually used you for a promo, so
Yeah,
she can
so
buy some Flat Tummy Tea.
When you followed her, that was cash.
That was cash for her Flat Tummy Tea.
Too late.
And
But it's
that
not
was
cash out your pocket.
Actually,
though.
you just invested in Fashion Nova, so cool
That
to
don't
see
bother
you.
me because if it ain't coming directly out my pocket, I ain't giving it to nobody.
Now you know what they do though. They be like, if you want to see more, pay for that premium snack. I'll pass.
Yep, I'm good with the preview.
So
Anyway,
I took my love language test the other day, and I was quite shocked at
I want to hear this.
what it was because I never, and this is the thing with relationships. Like I heard about love languages a while back, but I never did it. So technically, regardless of what relationship I was in, it was kind of like, well, how are you supposed to present the love that you want to somebody when you don't even know how you like to be loved? You don't know. So how can you tell somebody how to love you if you don't know how to love yourself or you don't know what you want? So I took my test, and I thought it was pretty accurate. Then I took it again, and it kind of changed a little bit. But 1 and 2 still saying the same. So with that being said, here's my love languages. As soon as I open my phone, I'm going to give it to you.
You should have been doing that the whole time you was giving the speech, bro.
I know.
Says the man that didn't even do the thing.
Says the man who didn't even do the
Oh,
love
no, I gotta
language.
shush.
So my love language, my number 1 is quality time. My number 2 is words of affirmation. Number 3, acts of service. 4, physical touch. And number 5, receiving gifts. So receiving gifts is last. But quality time is my number 1. And I dig that. I dig that. Just spending time with people, like the people that you love. You know what I'm saying? Words of affirmation, which is pretty good. You know, I like it when people big me up. You know, I like when people tell me that they like.
Feed your ego.
Yeah, I do. I have an ego. So if you like, tell me nice things and you got me. You know
Talk
what I
to
mean?
me nice.
Talk to me nicely. Like that's my thing, man.
Talk to me very nice.
Acts of service, help out. Like I'm very stubborn. Like I will do my own thing. Like I don't ask for help, but if you got time, I will appreciate you. Physical touch. I thought this would be a little higher. But it just goes to show you that I guess the way I'm looking at it as the physical touch and the receiving gifts, it's like I like them. It's not saying that I don't, but on my list, they're just further down, man. So now I know going forward when it comes to me and future relationships or whatever, I know what to expect. So if I can't see myself spending time with you, there's no reason to. There's no reason to.
And ain't nothing else mattering on the list.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you can't find a babysitter. Okay. Two weekends in a row. Okay. You can't feed my number 1, my quality. I need my time.
Quality.
And I respect what you're doing, but I need my time.
If I can't get my time.
I can remember accepting those things like, but she's a cool person. She's nice, so I'll accept that. now I know not to accept stuff like that, you know. So,
But okay, so never mind. I won't ask.
But what?
So this
No,
is like
right.
your basis. You're like, oh, now I know. So now, if she don't check out of these, then boom, done.
and it's not really her, it's me. It's just like know what you like and go after that. And I think plenty of times in my relationships, because I didn't know these things, I took on relationships or accepted relationships just because of, well, we're here. Like, you're cool, I'm cool.
Right.
Let's make
be
it happen.
cool.
Let alone not knowing nothing about yourself and that person not knowing nothing about herself probably. So we just look good together.
We're just
cute.
kicking it.
We cute. The
No
sex
titles.
is good. You a freaky deek. I'm a freaky deek.
Let's be freaky
We have
deakies.
fun. So yeah.
Do you want to do yours?
You go ahead.
Oh, okay. So mine's in the order. First was quality time. Second was acts of service. Third was physical touch. And those actually had like the same. They both had 7 next to them. So I guess they tied for first. I don't know.
Tie for third or what? Oh, 3 had 7? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Hey, you really
I'm
even
tough,
out here.
I'm a tough cookie. It's hard. And then then it was receiving gifts, and then the last was words of affirmation. Words of affirmation being last definitely made sense for me because I'm intrinsically motivated. I don't need people to tell me how great I am because I kind of know.
Okay, Kayla.
Not.
I don't
feel
need
like-
you to tell me I'm great.
Yeah.
I know I'm great.
But I mean, definitely not on no arrogant shit. But it's like I have confidence in myself, but I especially don't need a man to tell me how
All right, Black
great I
Queen.
am. Every once in a while, it's nice to hear it, of course, but I don't need that to move the way I want to move.
I don't know. I need to repeat it. Tell me a million times I'm great. I don't know. I just like it.
Tell
I
me
don't
a
know.
million
Tell
times.
me the same.
But that's a man needing his ego fed, and that's cool too. I don't mind giving words of affirmation, but for me, I don't necessarily need that. So it definitely made sense that was the last one for me. It was actually the number next to it is 3, so it's low. Low as fuck.
Receiving gifts got a 1 from me, so I don't I buy my own stuff like
See,
receiving gifts.
because you're a man.
Wow.
You're supposed to be providing anyway.
No, you wanna know what it is? I like televisions.
What?
Laptops.
What? I mean, we
How can I
buy
ask
for
you to
each
go out and buy
other.
me a 2000? What you want for Christmas? The new Samsung TV. I know you're not buying that, so I buy.
Why not? I could.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
thank you, thank you,
But I mean, that's
thank you, Kayla. Samsung, 55 inches.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you just said.
you just said it, Kayla.
But, oh shit! Delete that part. So around
say
Christmas
bleep.
time, you said on episode 107 that you was gonna buy me a
Somebody
Samsung.
going to ask in the comments, did Kayla ever get you that TV?
Right. But actually, so quality
Definitely.
time, acts of service, and physical touch was had number 7 next to it, and then receiving gifts had number 6 next to it for me. Quality time, of course, quality time is important to me. You can buy me stuff, but time is more important. Acts of service, especially for me as a woman, like, to me, it matters a lot when if I tell you that I'm going through this, that, and the third, and you like do something here and there, whether it's a comment or actually like doing something, it shows that you're paying attention. And it shows that you care. Because you can, where's the affirmation? Oh, I feel bad for you. It'll get better. You're smart. You're cool. You'll be fine. Versus let me actually do something to make your situation better. That's important to me as a woman. Physical touch. Who doesn't like to be touched? I want to be touched. I'm a Taurus. I like to have sex.
That's why I was
like to be
surprised
touched.
mine was so low. Like, I like to be touched.
I'm a
too.
Taurus.
You sound disappointed.
Yeah, I like to be touched. Why is it so
It's
low?
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I'm a Taurus. I like to be touched. So touch me.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, right. She didn't see the.
All right, tickle me, Elmo. Just say right on over here.
I'm a Taurus, man. We like to be touched. And then receiving gifts. That's cool. Who doesn't like gifts? That's why that shit was number 6. And then I already talked about words of affirmation. So yeah, mine's definitely made sense to me as well.
All right. Well,
Dream the dream.
my first one was quality time, of course. My second one is words of affirmation, because I like it. Don't have to be like, I just want to hear you're smart. You know what? You got it. I love you. I appreciate you.
You is
I
beautiful.
appreciate you. Just tell me you appreciate me. Just say your hustle don't go unnoticed. I see you. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you. My third one is acts of service, because I like it was said before, I do get a little stubborn. So I do like when someone says, you know what, I can go do this for you, or I got you. Take the extra load off. Receiving gifts, listen, I like a gift. And it don't have to be like a lot of money. You can be like, listen, I went to Federal Donuts and I got this donut for you. And I would, yeah. Kayla, no. No.
Donuts and dick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. That was a joke from earlier.
That's a lifestyle.
Gosh, Kayla. I like
Ignore me, y'all. Ignore
I like
me.
flowers. I like plants.
Flowers and fuck.
Wow. Wow.
She takes it there.
Hey,
She takes it there.
Ignore me.
She takes
please.
it there.
I
But
told
yes,
y'all
I like it.
touch.
So that was my number 4. And my last one was physical touch. That was like at a 2.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Did that shock you? Did that shock you though?
It did.
Because like touching was low for me, and I'm like, why is that?
I think it's the questions, honestly. Like, do you want a lot of hugs? Like,
You're a Gemini?
I am a Gemini.
I was like, oh, y'all Geminis. I don't
Yeah,
know
we're
why.
Gemini.
When's your
birthday? Y'all hype. I should have never said nothing.
The twins are now united.
I'm a June baby.
June? We June in the
I'm
building.
June 18th.
I'm June 16th.
Ooh, Tupac's birthday.
June
Ah.
7th, baby.
June 7th.
My close friend's birthday.
We in the
June
building,
7th.
man.
That's so funny.
Taurus
We out
gang.
here.
Which makes
Kayla,
sense
you
that you're a
right before.
natural on this show.
I mean,
You're a
come on,
showman.
man. I mean, listen here. I try. Smooth talker.
Oh yeah, all the time.
We got
I
words
can't
for
say
days.
nothing. Are you flirting? No, I'm not flirting with you. I'm
It's
just
natural.
talking to you.
It's natural. Like,
Yeah.
this is what we do. Like, what do you mean? Like,
We about to get in our bag. We about to get in our Gemini bag.
Listen
Kayla,
here.
you keep
Taurus
Listen
gang.
here.
Let's talk about.
So
Listen
yeah,
here.
that is kind of funny how touch for both of us are kind of like at the bottom. I like to be
That's what I
touched,
said.
but
Gemini. I
it's
was like,
just-
oh, I wonder if that's Gemini.
Maybe
thing.
it just doesn't come off that way. Or maybe I'm not a public touchy person. Like I'm more private. Keep it private.
wait for me.
so Fresco, being that you heard the list, what would you think yours were? Because you didn't take the
Nah,
test.
I didn't take the test.
Damn
but
sure did.
Dang.
Fucking Taurus, man.
Yup. Squad.
Anyway,
We are the Taurus. The
my in the order that we based on the
Based on what
list,
you think.
based on the whatever the fuck these shits is called on the list.
Question.
I usually do a better job.
Categories?
Of it. And I gotta order them in words of affirmation first. I like to talk. I like back and forth shit, all types of shit. There's levels to it.
You beautiful.
It can be little cute shit.
You was smart.
It can be little cute shit.
You was
It can
important.
be
Boy,
little,
you look
it
like
can
a
be
bacon, egg,
flirty
and cheese.
shit.
You look
It
good.
can be full out triple X shit. Yeah, I want to.
Oh, triple X.
I want to hear all that.
Oh, okay.
Tell me all that.
Oh, wow. That's not how deep triple X. What you saying? That's affirmation in triple X. Like what deep?
No, I'm just saying in the conversation sense, but I like to have conversation. So any type of words and any type of information into who you are mentally, I'm taking that.
So it could be like, yeah, I like porn. You like porn?
No.
Ew. No, what I'm saying is, right, what I'm saying.
Right.
So it could be just like, no, I'm just saying. If she says, you watch, like, yo, I like to watch porn. She goes, ew, you watch porn?
I'm turned off. Yeah.
Right. That's
I'm like,
you ain't.
why you so negative about it?
Right. She supposed to say,
How old are you?
so who's your favorite? And then that's where the
Or even
conversation.
she be like,
Or-
yeah, well, I used to watch porn, but I don't watch that shit no more. All right,
Okay,
cool.
next topic.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Keep the positive vibes going.
That's funny.
Quality time. If I can't talk to you, then I don't want to hang out with you either. So, like, the fuck I want to hang out for you for if we ain't saying nothing. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. I like spending quality time. Even we can be fucking sitting on the couch eating chips, watching a fucking Clint Eastwood movie for no reason. Or we can get into a full conversation about why this movie is so whack or why it's dope or different time
He
periods in the
said
movie,
Clint
whatever shit
Eastwood.
like that.
He could at least said like Chadwick Boseman or something. He said Clint Eastwood.
How many Chadwick Boseman movies you watch?
Jesus Christ, there's a lot actually.
How many?
There is Black Panther. There is the one where he played the Marshal. There is another one where
James
he played
Brown.
All
Run
those-
it
James
down,
Brown.
Karima.
There's another one
All
where
of those
he played
movies you watch one time,
the King,
except for Black Panther.
the King of something.
Netflix special.
That Netflix movie was so good too. That was a really good
The
movie.
message for the king.
Message from the King. That was a good movie.
It sounded like he was in Wakanda. In that
I was
movie
saying
already.
that's why I didn't like it because I'm like, what is this Black Panther the prequel? Like
Right.
it sounded like T'Challa came to America
No,
to
that was
avenge.
a good.
But
anyway,
keep going.
Anyway, number 3 would be touch. Yeah, girl, put them hands on me, baby.
Put them paws on you. Right.
Put them hands
paws
on me, girl. Is it acts of service?
Mm-hmm.
Acts of service.
Yeah.
I don't really Like, it's cool if you do something for me, but it's not a necessity. Like, if it's a necessity, it's going to get done with or without your help. With is definitely appreciated, but I'm not, like, counting or depending on you for this. But, so, that's why that's down there. And gifts. You ain't really got to get me shit neither. If we kicking it and we can have a good time hanging out, I don't need nothing. Anything I really need or I want, I can really get myself. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all good. But still appreciate it at all the same. You know what I'm saying? I like socks and shit. I like new socks.
Simple things in life.
I like new socks, drawers, wife beaters. If you happen to be at the store, Walmart, whatever, throw a pack of beaters in a little red cart.
I was just telling my son that.
With that.
My son's 17. I said, you know what I mean? It's nothing like a pair of fresh boxes, T-shirts, and socks.
Socks, absolutely
That's
not.
so
Nothing.
true for women too.
Yeah,
it's
like
nothing like a pair of
I like
underwear.
pajamas.
My
And it's
mom's
about to
like
be
that.
in fall too, so
Yeah,
I love
just
PJs.
fresh.
Yeah, it's just
the
clean.
idea of
Ain't nothing
putting
like
on
getting
new
out that
PJs.
shower and
Oh
putting
my
on that
God.
fresh pair of
Underwear.
drawers and socks, man.
Yeah, new
That shit
underwear
is comforting. So yeah, that's my list.
All right. So,
I might get some.
what we
socks.
just went through is our 5 love languages. If you haven't heard of them, download the app on
It's
your
free.
device. Read the book. I heard there's a book out, so every dope book. Learn yourself so you can give yourself to someone else in the way that you want to be received.
And it's actually important
Wow,
because
that's great.
I kind of thought about that because, like, with being single or whatever, it's like, how can you expect? I feel like we, as someone who's single, we tend to focus on the things that we don't want versus the
Right.
things that
Oh,
we do
yeah.
want. So it's like when people are like, well, what are you looking for? And it's like, I don't fucking
Some
know,
shit you ain't
dog.
never gonna get.
Hey, I just
No, I mean you
don't-
in general, not you as in Caleb. I'm sorry.
But I'm like, well, read me, sir.
Or when they ask that question, we talk about the other person. What I'm looking for, I want that person to be. What about you? Like,
Yeah,
what are
like,
you
what
looking
are
for?
you?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
So yeah, so
It's so funny though because, like, even though my top was quality time, I like to spend quality time with myself.
Absolutely. That's the Gemini in you.
Like I like to spend. Like I'm like, listen, I like to read and I like to chill in my room and be in my own.
I like to
thing.
not talk sometimes, even if you're sitting right next to me. You
Yes,
feel me? I want to
like-
not talk. I want to talk.
Can we just schedule a coffee date? You bring your book, I bring my book. We in a corner and you just chill.
I've done that.
But what if that's
Done that.
because you
See?
haven't met
Yeah.
that person? You don't. So you like to chill alone, but what if you met that person who you just was like, I want to spend all my time with you?
No.
You don't think
It's
that's possible?
not gonna work.
You don't
No.
think that's possible?
Hell no. If you like to occasionally spend time and occasionally, if you could divide your time. Some days I want to be alone and other times I want to spend time with you.
But see, that wouldn't
But-
happen because I'm not even like. That wouldn't happen because I'm not like that.
They don't have no life.
What if that's because
Like,
you?
what is-
What if that's because you haven't found that person? So I'm just saying, y'all don't think that there's somebody out there who you would want to spend all day with?
No.
No, okay,
All day, every day.
I don't know about every day.
all
Yeah, that's
day.
what I'm saying.
Okay,
No.
maybe not every day. Of course not. Because guess what? We
You know why? 'Cause you'll
we got
piss me
websites to
off, and I'll
design.
piss- and I'll
We got
piss you off.
podcasts.
Like-
we got a job. But guess what? I can't wait to see you when I do.
That's cool. I'm cool with that
Soon
because
as
hey,
I get
we played that on one episode.
We did.
on an episode that I wasn't here, so I couldn't sing along.
I mean, we actually played it. We didn't
I think you was
no,
here.
you was here.
You
that
was
episode.
here. I think you was here.
I don't recall. We'll
Yeah,
have
I think
to
you was
dig
here.
into the archives.
I
But,
think you was here.
I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I did.
Oh, sometimes being with someone all the time versus like we need days off.
Yeah, it's better that way for me. I need a balance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be up under you all the time,
Yeah, nah.
but I also want to spend time with you as well.
Okay.
So me going to work, doing a podcast, you going to work, going to the gym or whatever activities you got going on. Then it's like, yo, I'm doing it this time. You done doing what you're doing this time. I'll call you when I'm finished and see what's good.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
that's fine.
You might be too tired to handle. All right, cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
What
Or you're
ab-
like, yeah, I'm still good. We can link up.
What
And-
about not every day, but what about a day? Like, do you think it's possible to spend an entire day?
Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
possible.
absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Hell yeah.
If you can't, I mean, yeah, if I can't spend 24 hours with you, then what the fuck were you doing?
Just asking.
I feel like the ultimate test is to go on a vacation with someone, or at least like not necessarily label a vacation, but like travel with somebody. If
That's
you can't
true.
tolerate a weekend vacation with somebody, I don't think it's meant to be.
I think it has to be balanced
Damn,
I think
so niggas
I
gotta
agree.
go on
I agree
weekend
with the
vacations on a first
I agree
date
with the
now?
vacation,
No,
but I
not
feel
the
as though if
first
I'm
date.
spending
No,
a whole
no.
day with you, it can't just always be like on some boo, like oh hold my hand on some like,
like, I'm
listen, I
sweating.
gotta get
Back
work
up off
done.
me.
Either
Yeah.
you here to help me, and then we
Yeah.
gotta compartmentalize this.
Nigga,
we
you in the way.
later, but right now you listen. You partner in crime. I got something to do. You got something to do. All right, I can help you here. You can help me here.
Yeah.
Bada boom, bada bam. But we can't all be. You know,
can't be in the way.
Listen.
You can't be in the motherfucking way.
Beyonce and Jay-Z ain't the Carters all the time. She
Jay-Z
Beyonce, she Jay-Z, and then when they get home, they the Carters.
I think Jay-Z does not hang with Beyonce all the time. I think it's Jay-Z's call. I think that's what I think. I think Beyonce would want Jay around all the time.
You think she would want them all?
I think she would.
Too.
I think
honestly,
she would. And I'm not dissing. I think Bey would want him around all the
I
time.
think she would.
And I think Jay's like, listen, I got somewhere to be.
Listen, B.
Listen,
No, I
B.
think
I
she
can't even
would.
talk like him.
Honestly.
He talk funny.
That's funny.
So we like to play a game called Fresh or Fiasco. We
Imagine being the guy that got the woman who the entire world kisses her ass.
everybody gets, bro. If you have Beyonce,
Like,
you get tired of it. I think
You know,
that's the
but
thing.
I'm
man.
saying, imagine being that guy, but then
Because
you
she might be
looking
clingy
like
on a lot. I feel like she clingy.
you're like, man, listen,
clingy.
listen.
I
I
believe so.
told your ass, I will call you when
Annoying
I'm
as
fucking
hell.
finished.
but the thing is, her voice is just deep. Jay.
Why
You sound just like
Her
her.
voice is deep. Like her voice is deep.
I'm
Her
cutting-
voice is
first
all
off,
that
first
singing,
off,
my
I'm
voice
cut.
be deep
First
too.
off, I'm cutting this part out.
Wow.
We're not going to get tagged by the Beehive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
shit.
thank God.
That's number
Oh,
one.
no,
Number
no.
two,
Man, bitch don't care about them, man.
Beyonce. She does like every other woman wake up with no makeup on. So now you got to smell that breath.
I was going to say, I wonder
Hear
if her
that
breath
voice?
stink. I didn't want
Fucking
to say it.
Beehive. She got flaws like the rest of us. She wake up with hot breath and got to brush her teeth and wash her face like every goddamn body.
I think Jay-Z realized I got the girl everybody wanted. Then got her and said, "Shit, I
That's
wish
like
I was still dreaming." And I
Even-
think that's what people do.
I think Meek did the same thing with Nicki.
Yeah.
He fucked it up, but
She
I'm
fucked
pretty
her
sure
up being a nutcase, though.
As soon as he got with Nicki,
Right.
you know what?
I
This is
knew
a-
that was the case for them. But anyway, fresh
When you date the plastic life,
Right. I knew she
mean,
looked like a fucking nut
right.
job.
I don't really want to meet nobody that I grew up idolizing. Like, yo, that's my cause no nigga.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a lie because you know what? I had this thought the other day. If I saw Chris Brown,
We're fighting.
if I saw Chris Brown,
Do you think-
I had this thought. If I was
That's a
married and
completely
Chris
different
Brown walked up
scenario.
to me and he was like, "Listen, I will take you down right now," and I was married.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'll break you off.
We
with
not
these-
married.
No, I'm
Wow.
I'll break you off with a couple mil.
Listen
I'll break
here.
you off with something.
Let me ask you
but-
this:
Listen here.
Do you want Chris Brown just to take you down, or do you really see yourself being happy with this man?
No, I can't see myself with Chris because Chris do drugs. I feel like
And he smokes cigarettes.
he smokes cigarettes.
So you don't see yourself being with him,
No.
but you'll let
He
him
don't
take
see-
you
he
down.
smoke something.
I would. It's Chris Brown.
Just wear a
That's my
condom.
boo. I would. I love Chris Brown.
We all got one of those.
He's definitely a guilty pleasure.
Yo,
He's
I
very
really don't have
problematic.
any
but
celebrity
Boo.
crushes. I don't.
What?
I
J Lo was the bomb for me, but
I used to,
not
but
anymore.
now I don't overly obsess over
Jenny
any
from the
women
block.
celebrities.
Ooh,
What?
I don't.
I don't overly obsess over Chris Brown, but
What
listen,
the fuck?
listen,
What
he
you
crossed
just
my
said
timeline,
was-
it's like
not all the time, but listen here. Just Chris, you don't talk about him.
you gotta watch him dance and sing.
I've seen it. Anyways,
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I've mentioned the Fresh or Fiasco, and which we do is we mention the topic and we say whether it's fresh or fiasco, fresh being good, fiasco being bad, and we say why. So the first Fresh or Fiasco, Vic Mensa, that's how you say his name?
yeah.
Vic Mensa calling out Triple X Extension, rest in peace, for him abusing women while he was here. Apparently, he did a freestyle on BET with his mother, Triple X mother, in the audience, and she took offense to it. Vic posted a video saying he apologizes to the mother, but he stands on his words on what he did.
I said what I said.
Fresh or fiasco? Let me go first?
You go first.
I'll go first. I wanted to go first because, I wanted to talk about this because when I reached out to y'all, I said, man, this is going to be old by the time we get to it, but there's some things that I really wanted to talk about myself with it. Me being that a movie you brought up, the James Brown movie, right? When I grew up, it was just James Brown was the king, right? I actually watched that James Brown movie and I saw how he would close fists and beat women.
Yeah.
And people championed James Brown. And before Triple X, before any of this, I watched the movie, was like, damn, like, y'all like this man?
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls. I'm gonna go there. Jermaine Dupri was on the Drink Champs, And he told a story about how Big almost pistol whipped Lil' Kim because she didn't want to rap. And he talked about it. He was dead. And I'm
Biggie
like,
did this?
huh?
Who did this?
Jermaine Dupri. He told a story about Biggie almost pistol whipping Lil' Kim because she didn't want to perform a song because Biggie was out sleeping around or something, and Lil' Kim was in her feelings. So Biggie was like, "You better do." He said he pulled out the gun, and Jermaine Dupri was just like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's foul. But we champion Biggie, and he's known for kicking in the door, waving the 4-4, and we know that he's talking about women. So these are just thoughts that I kept to myself. It's like, damn, we out here really championing these dudes, and they doing what they doing. Fast forward to Vic. I totally understand. Why is it when we die, we forget what we did? Her eye socket was loose or whatever. Triple X, the girl he beat.
Oh, I remember her face circulating on social media, her picture. Yeah.
You're right. It was bad. So I'm going to go fresh that he did it. And I really wanted, I've never really said those things before. And I think that as a community, we hold our legends to a high standard. But when you look at their resume, you be like, yo, that nigga was trash.
Is it because he's dead, or is it because it's not, we are conditioned to have stuff recirculate in our focus. And now that he's not in our focus no more, because it, like,
could be both.
Those people are dead. But to
James?
bring up, what about the situation that happened with Fab and his chick? She ain't dead, but it's just out of our
I think he's being dragged. Like Nas is being dragged a little bit. Fab is being dragged a little bit. Biggie and James Brown came at the right eras. Like Biggie made songs about beating women, and we just was Biggie. And I said this to myself: if Biggie was alive right now, he would be the Young Thug. What's the difference between Biggie saying I'm fucking people in the ass or I'm about to?
Right.
Biggie said these things, and we just like
grunting along
with them. If
go out to Apple Music to find lyrics of
if the
songs
rappers,
Biggie,
y'all didn't hear those. Y'all wasn't there. Y'all wasn't off the porch. Biggie had some questionable rhymes.
Wait, what
Biggie said some stuff, but people say, "Oh, that's just Brooklyn slang."
He said some crazy shit. I don't know what was the name of that song that you was.
I can't think of the titles. But
What was the original question? The Fresh Fiasco?
Vic Mensa.
Oh, Vic Mensa. Okay,
this and Triple X. And his mom was in the crowd. But I'm gonna go fresh because these are things that popped in my head. Like,
it's fresh for Vic Mensa.
It's fresh for Vic Mensa for doing it. Like,
I'm gonna say fresh as well because I appreciate when somebody says something and mean it. He meant what he said. Like, he was aware of what he said, and somebody passing don't change facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, his passing was unfortunate, and it might have sounded disrespectful to his mother with his mother in the crowd, and I'm gonna take his word for it when he said that he didn't know she was there. But if he knew he was there, but if he knew she was there, would he have still said it?
Probably.
Maybe. But even so, if you got a truth, stand on it, bro.
But
I appreciate when people. I hate actually when celebrities get caught saying something and something controversial, and then the next day or so, whatever, they issue an apology. Like,
you meant that.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off. Like, when you issue an apology for your PR
person,
yeah, your PR.
That's what it all said.
Like, nah, I'm good with that because that shit don't mean nothing. So just stand on what you said. Like, he stand on what you said. Might sound fucked up to some, depending on what perspective you're from. Although X's passing was definitely unfortunate, and you know what I'm saying, before his time, what he did while he was here, that was one of the stains on his resume. And although he was trying to, you know what I'm saying, rehabilitate himself and his image, that don't go nowhere. That blemish don't get wiped off. So, and especially some shit like that. That shit is real. So.
My thing is, I didn't hear the diss because I don't pay attention to neither of them niggas.
I don't think nobody did yet.
Right.
Hasn't been released yet.
BET Cypher. It ain't air yet.
Because I was going to say, like, I wonder what he said that was... I mean, if he's stating facts, he's stating facts. Like, did he say something disrespectful, like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that? Or is it just that he said you beat women and that's wrong, and, like, his mom was in the crowd?
The jargon definitely does matter.
Right. I'm just so...
What specific jargon was used? What words?
Yeah, was you stating facts or was you being, like, disrespectful?
Right.
So... I would be interested to see like what he actually said.
Yeah, if he out there like, little fuck you, little punk ass nigga, you beating hoes or some shit. And his mom saying right this. Like,
it's like okay, but if it's like you are beating your girlfriend and that was wrong and domestic violence is wrong, yada yada.
He had to say his name. He had to say his name
I wonder what his real name is. How you get Triple X Tenacion from?
You got a power device.
I don't think your real name has anything to do with it.
Man, I'm not wasting my unlimited data looking up that shit.
I don't even know half the people that pop up on my hip hop radio station of Apple. I don't know. I don't know who these people are.
Right. I say it's fresh because he's calling out. I mean, he's speaking the truth. He said what he said. He didn't apologize. I mean, I guess it's like, I'm sorry if this offended you, Mom, but this is what your son did, and I'm speaking out on it. Right. Hello? How about that? You offended because I'm talking about your son beating women, but what about the fact that your son was beating women? You're not offended by that? You're not embarrassed by that? So
it's probably a double slap in the face.
Right. Y'all still talking about this? Yes, sis. Right. So, yes, it's fresh.
I say fresh. I mean, truth is truth. It hurts. It's going to cut. Don't matter who hears it.
These
I'm going to sit up here and state a lie.
So that shit fresh. Okay, so we got a round table of fresh. Okay, I'm glad we brought
We're on
that.
the same accord.
Stand on what you say, bro.
Fresher fiasco.
You stand alone.
Yeah, fresher fiasco. People are ordering things offline and taking pictures for social media, then returning the items.
Oh, that's fresh.
Fresher fiasco.
Let me go first. That's fresh. Because back in the day, niggas used to do shit like all the time in a real store. You think I ain't gonna go buy this $45 shirt at the club to go out tonight and leave a tag on it all night and then come back and return it tomorrow? I did it a time or two. It's fresh, man. It's fresh. The system gets over on people every day, B. If you can get yours back,
celebrities do it all the time.
You gotta get yours back, man.
I'm gonna go
all for
fresh, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you bought an outfit, you're not gonna want to wear it again or no time soon after you post it, right? Think about that. False.
I'll wear it. I just won't. I'll either mix it with a different bottom, like mixing.
All right, but you're gonna finesse the game though, right?
Yeah.
I hate niggas that wear the same outfit repeatedly, head to toe. Like, you don't wear them jeans with no other shirt. Like, what the fuck? The fuck?
That's his favorite. That's their favorite outfit. That's the outfit they feel confident
bro, style
in.
yourself, man. Get better.
But I'm gonna say it's fresh because once again, not speaking for everybody, because I saw the eyes. Some people only like wearing the outfit once they post it. Now, if you don't post it, you can rock it whenever. But if you posted an outfit, more than likely you're going to dip on that outfit from the camera. So why not? It's the same thing. I'm only wearing it one time for the camera.
Fiasco.
Fresh. I'm with Kayla. Fiasco.
Stop frauding for the gram.
Stop, because at the same time, when I see you on the street and you don't look like anything that you post on social media, bruh.
You might have seen me in the street, but shorty, you don't know me. You don't know your ass. You don't know what that. I don't know you, girl.
That shit is tacky, and that definitely ain't nothing new.
Nope.
Because people been
y'all ain't never
buying
returned
shit.
nothing. Y'all ain't never returned nothing y'all wore.
I have not. Nope. And I have not posted it.
If it didn't fit, and then returned it, but not no
intentional.
If any, I mean, I haven't taken anything back that I've worn.
That wasn't
if anything,
the question.
I can't fit it.
This is just said. Have you ever done that?
Have you ever returned something you wore already?
No, I have not.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no.
It's crazy. It's fiasco.
So we got two freshes and two fiascos.
Take it back.
All right, we're going to take a little.
If you can't afford, then
we're going to take a little break real quick, and when we return, we'll come back with the interview of the guests. Be back.
What's going on, family? I'm Cousin Court.
I'm Jovi.
And I'm Drell.
And we're Three Shades Dope, part of the Audio Fam Network. Jovi, tell them a little bit about our show.
We're random as fuck. We're funny. We talk about everyday life situations. We talk about entertainment, anything that comes to the top of our head. And you're really going to feel like you're sitting down with us having a conversation. You're part of Three Shades Dope. That's why you should listen to it.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Okay. You can check us out on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Speaker Network. We're everywhere.
Instagram, at Three Shades Dope on
Twitter.
Everything.
Yep. Everything.
Email us at 3shadesdope@gmail.com.
And I hope you enjoy the show. Shit. Let us know.
Peace out.
Let us know.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
I got to work on my sexy voice. I should have made that sexier, but whatever. So we're going to get into the interview portion, Karima.
Yes.
So you already shared with everyone what you do. So you do like social media management,
websites, marketing. logo design.
I was going to say, so what is specifically like PR? Like,
public relations is basically like cleaning up people's not more so publicity, but putting your brand and putting who you are out into the public and putting a good light on you.
So like Kerry Washington type shit?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, no, that's more so crisis management, because she was like, when people were already stuck in what they were going on, like scandal, like they already had like situations where they were like, oh, I need this to be covered up in the media. But more so, let's say you're starting out and you want people to see you as a good Samaritan, you know, I'm for the community, I'm this, that, and the third, so that I, as a public relations manager, I'm the person who would, you know, put you in the proper outlets, give you the right wording, so that the media know who you are and the public know who you are.
It's pretty dope.
So, what did you major in college?
I went to school with you, girl. So
I don't know your major.
I mean, it's like no, but I majored in communications, and my track was PR, and my minor was business.
How was college? Was you living your best life, or
I'm living my best life? College,
I miss college. So if I get a college story,
it's just, you know what? It's crazy because I graduated 2013. Like that was 5 years ago. What? Right. Like, it was awesome. It was a good time. What a time to be alive, man. 2009, 2010.
You got a story?
Ooh. It's too many. It's too many.
Right. Way too many.
I think it's just that college life. I don't miss the money. I don't miss the loan. I don't miss the work. But I just think that party atmosphere.
I miss the people. I miss the opportunity of, you know, hitting up each other, like seeing all my friends and being like, listen, class over. Let's go
to the caf.
Let's go to the caf. We got late night. Let's go get some pierogies. You know,
let's walk to Wawa.
Let's take this walk to Wawa.
Yeah,
right. Or just like, you got oodles and noodles. Give me a pack of oodles.
Right. It's just like that late night, like you said, just having access to everything, like being right there too.
Yeah.
I miss that.
Yeah, and free food. I mean, listen. I mean, flex.
Right.
I ain't got no,
so what I just heard you say,
Adelson, we ain't got no flex.
So what I just heard you say is you kind of miss that sisterhood, brotherhood.
Yeah.
Man,
that's
I
dope.
love
That's
college.
Dope. I like
that. I feel like if anything, like we still maintain that. With
yeah, we do. Friends. But it's not. It's when I first graduated, it was like a week or so after. It was hard to like. All right, so what time is the cab? Like, when are we meeting up for the cab? Like, it was kind of
still in the same old groove.
Yeah.
So clearly your major had to do with what you actually do now. When did you decide that those were the specific services that you were going to offer?
You know what? I got...
Actually, when and how?
Okay, so, long story. I went... when I first got out of school, I worked with a professor at Arcadia. He was a professor, but he also had like his own little side business with helping graduates and like recent grads and those who are getting ready to graduate. Like he had his own little business where he worked with them. He had like his own company with clients and stuff. And we were the main like people who were just building our skills basically. So you can either do video. He had like a health and wellness YouTube series, health and wellness web series on YouTube, and he had clients that we were able to work with throughout the entire city and even in Jersey. So working with him, he wanted me to manage his library management, like manage his library conference. And I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, well, you need a website. I'm like, all right, because now he's like, now you're dipping off from what we're doing and you're managing this on your own. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, well, I might as well start my own business. So yeah. So I started that off of a whim of just that. But then fast forward to the last year, 2017, I just got tired of like the 9-to-5 life. Like I'm like, this ain't what I want to do all the way up until 50 and 60. I mean, right. Yeah, I mean like you when you say like when I get older I want to do this, but it's like knock knock, you about 20 something, girl, and before you know it you're gonna be 30 something, girl. So it's like you might as well start right now. So I jumped back into, you said, you know what, I don't want to stick to, right now I'm a marketing coordinator at a graduate school for acupuncture. I'm like, I don't want to stick to just this realm of just like people, just students and patients. Like I want to work with people of all different backgrounds and all different like work backgrounds. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to restart my business.
It's nothing like finding that feeling of, I don't want to work for the man no more.
Right.
Like once you say that to yourself, and we're creative, so this is what we're doing.
Right.
Once I said, you know what, I don't think I want to keep working until I'm 60.
It. Right.
And this is something that I love.
Exactly.
Like y'all can't see it, but we're not in the same place that we normally be in.
Right.
Usually, and for things like this on short notice, you might say, you know what, we're going to skip a week. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't go a week without this. This is my thing.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, we not working for the man
and
in the
even
future.
you love just even the little small parts. It's like certain stuff that you, like I love that people probably don't notice, but it's like, all right, only I would get that because this is what I do. This is what I love.
It's beauty in the details.
Yeah. When and how did you gain the confidence to start your own business?
I mean, that was all God, man. I was sitting there like, should I do it? Should I not do it? He's just like, just do it. Just trust me. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And I just prayed and did it. I said, all right, prayer, action word, pray, let's do it. All right, we out here. Step out on faith.
Now, what was like the actual process of getting your business off the ground? Like, I don't know. Is there any like licensure you had to get?
I did. Okay, so I looked into like an EIN number. It's just like you register your business. It's an EIN, you register your business like with the bureau, the PA, like bureau, whatever. So I did do that because I knew I wanted to like separate my funds. It's like all the little intricate stuff. Like, oh, I need a bank account. Oh, well, in order to have a business bank account, you have to have this number. I'm like, all right, cool. So I have to register my business to get to separate my bank account from personal and business, so I'll be mixing the two. So I did that, and I went from there. Website, getting all like my material, like who I am, like my bio, all that good stuff. Just putting that out there. I've got to get my LLC though. Don't knock me for that, but I am going to get my LLC.
I need to get that.
I gotta get my LLC, but yeah. So yeah.
And now, do you plan on, because you have your degree, you have your bachelor's.
Yeah.
Do you plan on pursuing further education or like other certifications?
I do. I want my master's. I want my master's in business.
Oh,
yes.
business only?
Honestly, I want my master's in business or design, because over the years, I really fell in love with design. Like, that's like my thing. I love
design is dope.
Design, like digital design. I can't do the drawing. I used to be really good with like the hand drawings and all that stuff. People are like, oh, can you hand draw me a logo? I'm like, listen here, you want to get this digital, and that's what you're going to love. Okay?
2018 is digital.
Everything is digital.
Yeah,
if you want hand
right.
drawn, listen here. I got shaky hands.
Anyway.
I got nerves. Okay, I can't be. Listen here.
What you gonna do with a hand drawn logo anyway?
Right, and then it's too much because you got
hand it to a designer.
No, the thing is, you want somebody. All right, can you draw this? And then you want somebody to transfer it. What, digitally?
Right.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Exactly.
So what? Yeah, like no.
Kill two birds with one. We're going to eliminate a step.
Right.
Just keep
I mean, some people they have like, if you go to a real designer, they have their little board where they draw and it pops up on the thing. But listen, you want to spend $500 on that because that's what it's going to cost you for me to do that.
Right.
You play around, draw.
Let me see. Okay, so if somebody wanted to do what you do, what education should they obtain? And then, like, what general advice do you have for someone who is interested in doing what you do?
If somebody wants to be a entrepreneur, step out on, like, just being a entrepreneur and having their own business in marketing or PR, they definitely need a marketing background. That's for sure. Like, you have to have some type of, like, certification in marketing or even in web design. I have my, even though I don't like to use them, I have my background in WordPress. I have a certification in WordPress.
But sucks booty.
Okay.
WordPress.
She meant that.
Right.
I meant it.
But WordPress is like a good basis of how to use other website platforms. So I do have my background in that. So you definitely want a marketing background, and you want to have some type of design element within that. Best advice I can give somebody is to just listen. If you are feeling like, listen, I want to step out, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to own my own business and do marketing or in any way of that form, listen, you pray on it and then walk out on it.
Now,
Right.
one thing, I'm going to cut you off. One thing that I didn't hear you say, but I think is very important that you didn't say it, is money, loan.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people think that they need a huge loan to start something. And I've heard you ask two questions. I heard Kayla ask two questions. You answered twice. And one of them had to do with, I needed to borrow thousands of dollars in order for me to do this.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't borrow no money. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. All I did was have a nice donation from my aunt who donated money to my website.
Yeah.
But that was about it. I started out on social media. I launched my business on social media. And most of the services that I do offer as like add-ons that I tell people to use, I tell them free stuff. Because I'm out here like, listen, I'm hustling just like you hustling. So I tell them like what apps to use that are free. But I ain't start out with thousands of dollars. Some people they tell you, I listen to podcasts and I see people on social media saying, yeah, like I started out with $500. I ain't start out with even it. I just started out with my social media, Instagram, which is free.
Hello.
And free apps like Canva.
Free indeed.
Free apps like Canva and just my background in design.
So what we're saying is social media is giving you the power to actually start your own business. You
it really
start right
is.
there.
It really is.
Yeah.
And
it really
creating
is.
your own website, it didn't cost as much as I thought it was going to cost. Because that was my
It
business.
just sounds
concern.
expensive, right?
Yeah.
It sounds expensive when you say it out loud. Build your own website. Oh, shit. Nigga,
Speaking
what?
of,
You get scared
Build your own
immediately.
website.
Speaking of, I am having a workshop on building your own website with me.
Nice.
Design your dream website with Flicks with Reem the Dream.
That you said, design your website.
Right, so that's coming up on November 3rd. The
Where?
early bird is $50 for 2 hours. We're going to sit down on November 3rd, which is a Saturday at our house, which is in Germantown. I don't know the exact location. It's Germantown. Just go to the website, dreamworthpr.com/events/events. $50 up until the early bird is ending this Sunday. So make sure y'all grab a ticket if y'all really interested in designing
Well,
your
the
website.
show comes out on Sunday, so.
Oh, yes.
So
Amen.
Sunday when y'all listen.
Oh, okay. So y'all got until Monday, 12 a.m.
To cop
to
that
cop
ticket.
that ticket. To cop that ticket. Because Monday, it will be done.
So yeah. Oh, what's the most difficult part and the most rewarding part about the work that you do?
The most difficult part is getting paid on time. Just kidding.
No, dead ass.
That's the most difficult
That's
part.
gotta be a
The
fuck.
most difficult part is, I would have to say, just getting people's attention. Honestly, you would think it's a lot easier with getting like people to come in, but it's really hard to get people attention. Like you really got to be like really slick with it. I always tell people like when you post something like for instance this podcast, like it's like a sticky note. You post a sticky note on a wall and you expect a bunch of people, oh, they gonna see this. 20 people want to see this. 100 people want to see this. But no, you really got to make some noise with yourself. So the hardest part is making enough noise so that enough people will see you to get their attention. The most rewarding part is just seeing the design and feeling good. Like once my work, like I'm feeling very pleased with my work, and then someone else is like, "Oh my god, like this is really banging!" Like, "Oh my god, like girl, thank you." I tried. 8 hours, yeah, right. Like, I try. So the most rewarding part is just I'm pleased with my work, and I know I do good work.
That's a dope feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely compare that to the podcast. You know, we do this.
Super dope feeling.
We do this every week, and even though our numbers are great, like he just said, we just got rewarded for being number 17. We actually made it to top 10. I ain't gonna say nothing. We got awarded for being number
Even
17.
though you just said it.
Yeah.
We got awarded for being number 17 out of 200 top
That's awesome.
comedy podcasts. So you
Let's
can
go.
imagine.
That button.
That was a dope event, man.
I said, and then I liked your pictures looking like Mace and shit.
I could go after Mace fan base. Hey, somebody told me that shit.
Terrell.
In the comments. No, in the comments on the picture. Spike told me that shit.
So coming in number 17 out of 200, and then you can think about the other podcasts who didn't make the list. So we're number 17 out of hundreds of thousands.
Bloop, no shade.
Yeah, let's go.
But it's still like, why aren't you listening? Like you can get a lot of listeners, but it's like, why aren't you listening?
Right.
But then you get people say, yo, y'all dope, that's cool. But now I look over here and say, why didn't you listen? I don't know.
Right.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like the ups and downs of the process, because you get on the high. Oh my God, the numbers is good. People is loving it. They writing this, and I'll focus on who ain't listened to it.
Yeah.
So
No, don't do that.
well, listen, that's what I do.
Why they not listening?
Because they suck. That's why.
Why they not
listening?
coming?
Why you not listening?
Why you not coming to
Tune
my
in,
thing?
baby.
Why isn't everybody listening? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Why isn't everybody listening? We cool as shit.
Right.
Well, for some people, podcasts aren't their thing.
No.
I love podcasts.
No. People, I'm talking about the podcast listeners.
It's weird to me. Well, yeah, it's weird to me with people who want you to support their shit, but don't even take the time. What the fuck? Like,
Right.
ask you for advice and everything, and then turn around and ask you to. Like, I don't talk to you, or you don't talk to me about nothing. It's weird, yo. This is weird. I don't know. This is strange to me.
One thing I've noticed with doing podcasts, I've realized like how many people, even though they may not interact with you, people are watching. They might not like your shit, but they're definitely watching. Because I've had plenty of people who I don't even like speak to regularly,
But listening
or like
to you.
right, but like people who I don't know in real life, but I don't know, they just randomly follow me on social media. They like I said, they won't like my shit, they won't interact with it, but like randomly they might inbox me or text me like, "Oh yeah, I see you doing your thing," or I listened to this such and such episode, and it's like. It's interesting, but it's kind of weird because, like, first of all, if you saw, why the fuck didn't you like the picture?
Yeah, right.
Because if I post titties, I get 200-something likes, but if I post
Say
a podcast, I get like 20 likes.
Say that. Can we get a hallelujah? Say that. Can I get a yes? Like, say that.
I mean, that just shows how sex sells.
Listen,
so whatever.
Listen. You post a sexy photo on it. People
Post
being
your
your
titties
DM.
and the podcast at the same time.
I was just thinking that, but I kept it. I was just thinking that.
Titties the first picture, swipe.
No.
Boobies get 160 likes,
Titties,
but podcasts
titties
get
out.
about 20.
Link
In
over top
bio.
of it. Yeah.
Link in bio.
They like, oh, what is this? Oh.
If you want to see more, click the link.
She's making
that's really selling. That's really selling.
Dumbass.
Right. Wow. But it's interesting that I've been doing this since podcast, and like it's also interesting that like people who I know in real life won't. There's some people who I thought would support me with the podcast and don't, but it's like people I don't even know be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so amazing, you're so this, so that," and it's like
right.
People who don't even know me is showing more support with this podcast shit than like people I know in real life. So that's been strange.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's dope though.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, it's a balance. I appreciate it. So
Word. I enjoyed it either way. So yeah, back to your interview.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite project that you've created or like that you're working on so far? What's your favorite one?
I worked on a website for a woman named she is a grant writer. It's called The Grant Lady, EGD Grants. So that was the first website that I completed, and I really loved it. I loved working on it. She gave me full creative control. She said, "Do your thing," and I did it, and I loved it.
Oh.
I like working on websites.
Now, what's your long-term goals for business?
For my business?
Yeah.
So for Dreamworth, I eventually do want to have my own like location, like set location.
Like a storefront?
Yeah, like a storefront. You know what I have? Every time I think of like a place, I think of it's gonna be funny. I think of Living Singles, where Khadijah worked at. Just that vibe. Just that like brick wall, everybody doing their own thing. Like I picture myself with a loft's office. Like I just want that. Like that's what I want. I want at least like 6 or 7 employees, like six employees, so we can be 7 complete.
I picture Jamie Foxx's job at Jingles 2000. That's serious shit.
I'm coming to work for
eventually,
you. Let me be your assistant. I'll be an executive assistant.
But yeah, I want that. I want that in the next 3 to 5 years.
That 5-year goal, the 5 years.
I thought you said long term.
I mean, I did, but hey.
I mean, well, long term. Listen, y'all.
It's long term, but that 5 will be here before you know it. But it's still not tomorrow.
long, yeah.
I mean,
True.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's fact.
But eventually, 10 years, man, my business is booming.
Booming.
And
I say the same
I'm on
thing.
an island.
Operation.
I say the same thing.
I'm
If we not
Punta Cana all the time.
if we not financially straight in the next 10 years,
I give up.
we would have to have done something wrong. Like the path that we going, even at the PodConnection and even just on social media,
Right.
people know who we are.
Yeah,
Right.
the PodConnection. Speaking of that, I was laying on the bed that Sunday. I was like, what decisions have I made in the past 2 years that have not allowed me to live in this house right now?
Oh, you go back to the house, yeah.
What poor decision did I make?
God, what did I do to deserve this shit?
It'll be yours.
It was the last like 15 minutes before the Uber was coming. I was just laying on the bed like,
because it was a dope house, but we all had our own privacy. Like we all was just dipped off.
Like, literally, we could just like live like this. Like this would actually work.
And we wouldn't have bothered nobody. But back to the interview.
Right. Shout out to PodConnection ATL. Shout out to Nick and shout out to Jaden again. Okay, do you have any other upcoming projects or events besides your online webinar?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not an online webinar. It's actual workshop.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's an actual. I just had a free webinar a couple weeks ago, but this workshop is at a location in Germantown Avenue. I do have a Women's Fest conference that'll be coming up in August of 2019. That I'm helping manage as a marketing coordinator for that, as well as I'm a speaker at the Made Herself a Boss conference, which is coming out in...
that sounds dope. That do sound dope.
Thank you.
Made Herself a Boss.
Made Herself a Boss is a conference for women. And yeah, I want to say, don't get me to lie as I talk to you guys.
Are you looking it up?
It is. Yes, it is. I want to say it's in 2019, but I think it's in January. It might be in January. I'm a speaker for it. January 19th, 2019. So yeah, I'm a speaker for that. It's my first time being a speaker for a conference. So I'm excited.
Get them public speaking skills up.
Oh yes. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Tomorrow I actually got to get up early because I have a photo shoot for the Women's Fest.
Photo shoots.
Yes. Not for the kids. Not for the kids.
All right, so well, plug your social media again so the people know where they can.
You guys can follow me. Follow me personally at _Ream the Dream. I got this down pat because I used to be a host for like a poetry event. So I'm listening. I was always follow me, follow your girl.
Right.
Yes. I was a host. So follow me at _Ream the Dream. You can also follow Dreamworth PR at Dreamworth PR on Instagram. _Ream the Dream. You can do that.
Will you put it in the show notes too?
Of course I will.
People know.
And
all your links and everything will be in the joint.
Yeah, and send me the joint so I can put it on my website. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
that's all.
See, that's how you put it out there.
Yes. Absolutely.
Take your dreams beyond the pillow
with Ream. And yes, check me out at DreamworthPR.com.
And tell the people how old you were when you first started your business.
I started my business at the age of 26. 2017, July 2017. I was 26. So yeah.
So you about a year and a couple months old.
I mean, yeah. I'm almost pushing that year. I'm past that year and a couple months.
Do you feel old?
Huh?
Do you feel old?
No.
I'm just saying
Why
that.
You take that deep breath?
I'm just saying that because it sounds funny when I hear people in their 20s talk about what they feel. They're getting like, I'm 35.
No, I feel like
I
I'm
wish
old.
I was 26.
Sometimes I feel old, like at my job, like when I see people's year of birth, and I'm like, damn, 2000? You were born in the year 2000? Yikes.
Yeah.
How you think I feel when I hear I'm born in 91? What?
I know you said I was like...
I was up watching New Jack City when that came out.
You know it's something when artists that are coming out are younger than you, the same age. Cardi's birthday was just yesterday. She's 26.
Who?
Like, older than her. Cardi B? Yeah, she's 26.
She's only 26?
Yes.
That's how I actually...
Caitlin, hold your age, Caitlin.
That's how...
Hold your pearls.
Oh, Cardi B is 26?
Yeah, she looks older than 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, yikes.
I'll be thinking about that when I be looking at basketball players. Or Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne just turned 36. So when somebody's the same age as you and they got millions of dollars, you like, what did I do wrong?
Laying on the bed like, what did I do? What did I do? Life decisions.
That shit is weird.
Yeah, like, damn, you 36 with all that?
22 making $50 million a year.
This girl in my job
Usher
earlier
just turned 40.
She called me
I'm
old.
surprised I'm like, Usher, you 40? You still got it. You still got it.
No, when people started calling me Miss, I was like, oh, God, it's real.
I've always looked older, so whatever. I've always, even in my 20s, I was always, even in my 20s, I was always somebody 30, 40.
Like a young pup all the time.
Aw.
So you said this was your first podcast, right? How was it?
It's awesome.
How were we? How were the brothers?
You guys were great.
Okay,
I wasn't nervous or nothing.
Yeah,
That's what's
it's
up.
just weird. I don't like hearing my voice back on stuff.
I don't like my voice either.
Yeah.
And I've been
kinda
doing
weird.
107 episodes. 109, we got 2 bonus.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm listening
weird.
back, I'll be like, oh my God, turn it off because I said that.
Yeah.
I don't like I said that.
To this day, I don't look at. I have videos from the health and wellness that I did, the interviews I did, I do not watch them because I don't like to see myself or hear my voice.
I feel like sometimes my voice sounds weird. I feel like I be sounding, I don't know, like my voice is real soft. Like I'm like,
I gotta turn you up a little bit.
No, not like volume wise, but I don't know.
Pitch.
Yeah, sometimes I be sound.
Yeah.
See, that's how I sound.
You made it sound like she Gucci. Yeah.
Right, that's how I sound.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Sometimes I listen back and I'm like, why I sound like that? Why I sound like I'm whining? So I feel like sometimes I sound like I'm whining. But whatever.
So, I mean, I guess this was episode 107.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming, man. Another dope episode.
Sharing that information in regards to your education and business. Some pretty dope shit. I'm very impressed. Keep working.
Thank you.
Keep working.
Thank you, sir.
And this is episode 107. Follow us on all social media and look for us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.
They're brothers. They're happy and they're singing and they're colored.
Give me a high five.
All right, cut in. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful.
Dynamite.